So he absolutely just takes drugs over and over.
This is the construct that is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know.
Oh, fucking him, man. Fuck you, what you, man? You think you fucking see me?
Oh, fucking see about that, man. Oh, you better watch out, man. I'm gonna beat the brakes off you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, you fucking wanker.
Fuck you. Like, what are you doing?
I don't visual effects are
Fuck! Sorry.
Wanna watch my profanity, but
Where's she going to make millions of dollars?
Oh,
I need less Maria, more Los Galos.
oh.
I think it's more like.
Hi, welcome to the Everything Movie Podcast. I'm here with
Logan, guys, what's up? We're back. Another podcast.
and it's your boy Noah. Today we're going over
Better.
man. Oh, that was cringy, but
That was planned, by the way. So its budget, I believe, was around
it's $110 million.
$110 million, and I know in box office it made around $10 million, if I'm not mistaken.
19.9 million worldwide.
So complete flop, as you guys should know by now. A movie isn't considered profitable unless it makes around 2x of what the budget is. So this is like a mega catastrophe, which is a shame because movies like these are, I mean, not even biopics really, but just creative movies or movies that do something different are less encouraged now. The people who produce these movies feel less encouraged to make more risky movies like this. Because did you know this singer before the movie?
Absolutely not.
I haven't either. And that's usually the consensus with everyone who watches this movie who is not from the UK. You bloody wanker.
So, do you want to start off with a summary of the movie? What do you?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't really have anything down here, but we can just go from the dome. Basically, it's about Robbie Williams as our main leading actor, who starts off living in UK. He wants to be he has dreams to be a singer or a performer, something along those lines. And everyone, his friends, and mostly everyone he knew, kind of just blew it off as something that wasn't realistically going to happen. Because let's be honest, like most people who believe in those kinds of things have to be, in my opinion, delusional to some extent. Because it's like so crazy to reach that level of success and truly believe in it. But I truly believe that delusion kind of brought him. It did manifest itself from that.
Yeah, for sure.
The only person there who's there for him in the movie that we got to see is Nani, right? Is that how we say it?
This is Nana.
Nana.
I guess his
right.
mom was there.
Yeah.
To an extent, but I think she
She wasn't the focus. She wasn't the focus. And then I guess he rises to fame and he has some setbacks along the way and he experiences hardship, experiences drug addiction, and he also has a love interest in the movie, which comes with its goods and bads with how he feels about her.
It's complete chaos. I'm not saying like a good way or a bad way, but he has so many like issues. He has to go through his mom, dad, grandma, girlfriend, hookers that you barely see.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have like a set group, but he flashes back a little bit to the end.
Yeah. That's really good, actually. I like that a lot.
So there's not really one main center point for a true background depth character.
Or maybe just his like, I guess you do have that his OG friend, which he kind of comes back in the movie for several scenes, which is a part of the story as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like that. He is constantly like, his main people have been constantly changing because of the struggles and everything that's been going on in his life. He's either treating people like shit or other people treating him like shit, and it's just this constant like toxic cycle for him.
I like that toxic cycle. I really do think that's really displayed really good throughout the movie.
True. Let's just start off with the main shit. Everyone is here because what the fuck is a CGI monkey doing in a biopic, right? So let's just start off with it. Have you heard of why the director chose to go down this path.
Not exactly, but I don't know if I fully see the overall grasp. You might know a little bit more.
Okay. Do you want me to go into maybe the why the director went by that, and you can bash it with that's terrible, or you can
I think maybe the only thing is like true nature of emotions. That would be my only guess. But
yeah, I can give my interpretation. We can go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Robbie Williams inherently as a true person wasn't likable to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
He was a dickhead, a drug addict, and treated most of the people, including his mom and his dad and his friend, he did have friends, but I think his one true friend was that one reoccurring character. His name I think is, I don't fucking know actually. The director felt that if produced and casted and shown as a human, it would give this audience a feel of, yeah, like it's a good comeback story. I like it and all, but Robbie's a dickhead.
Yeah.
And I don't like him. So I don't fuck this movie, right? So, which I can get it, right? Like everyone wants a likable character.
Mm-hmm.
A director who doesn't have a likable character are going to have a lot of haters for the movie, no matter how the other elements play out to be good or bad. So I feel like that was one way. Two, the way, I guess I can only compare this to Planet of the Apes, but I was worried that maybe a CGI monkey wouldn't display enough emotion for such an emotional story. And I thought maybe stuff like facial expressions wouldn't quite come on to the viewers, because at the end of the day, you know, it's you have the real life face and then you got CGI. So it's like, how well can you pull that CGI off? And if you pull it off so well, how is that gonna relate to if it's just a normal spanking human being you're seeing? Because that's what everyone's used to, and no one has any problems with just seeing normal human emotion. Like that's what 99.99% of movies are about. So, and they are, but I think that's what the director was going for. It's fucking random.
Yeah.
But I see the appeal, and I see why he wanted to make the movie made more likable from people who think Robbie Williams is a dickhead and they don't like the movie.
I'm really curious.
Okay.
I'll rebuttal off of what your point is.
Sure.
But I want to know, do you like it,
Ooh.
or do you think it could have been done better?
What's my favorite word I've been using recently? I'm blank. Let's see if you can guess it. I've been using it really recently. Past maybe a couple days. I've said it maybe 4 times a day.
I have no idea. I can't think of it right now.
I'm indifferent. Meaning,
I'm gonna be honest. I do agree. I don't think it makes the movie terrible.
no.
But I don't think it does.
I'm somewhere in the middle, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
Because
it's an interesting choice.
You could have maybe better acting with whatever actor who does it, because you see better facial expressions. But also, it did a good job. I don't think it truly destroyed the story at all.
Yeah, or ruin the movie for that sense.
It does feel like with that monkey aspect, it does rely on the visual effects a little bit more. With like chopping all the heads off, having him in the crowd, just different type of characters he was.
A random fight scene. That actually might be the most random scene I've ever seen in my life.
I understand it because it's like killing his past self and all that.
I say like killing past self, but like killing his demons.
Yeah.
Because his demons were following him throughout his whole career, even at the end, when it was like, oh yeah, I've been going to. We're going to spoilers here, so let's just go right now. We have spoilers. If you want to see the movie, go watch it. Come back here, drop a like, and give a comment if you agree with our takes or not. But going back, we were talking about him fighting his demons.
Yeah.
So it was I know. I guess it was like more of like a metaphorical thing. Obviously, it wasn't happening in real life, but it was, I guess, a good way to show the audience that hey, this bud over here, he's been fighting his demons his whole like, I guess, start from success.
But overall, we'll go into the story as well. I don't think the story is bad. I don't think it's good. You might have a different take on it, but we'll see. I think you might like different. What do you mean?
So why do you think the story is like okay? What makes it okay? versus bad or maybe good?
I think the changes of influence are so sporadic in the movie for the, I guess.
Do you wish it was something more constant?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just
I
say
don't mind
Nana,
it.
for example. Nana was a someone that he looked up to for most of his childhood, at least. Mm-hmm. Do you wish that kind of continued along the way, maybe, as far as something as someone who's more inconstant and his life is, I guess, someone he goes back to?
I like the influence between the mom, the Nana, the girl, I guess wife for maybe 10 minutes of the movie, and then like I knew they would legit get rid of her right away.
He's a fucking dickhead.
I kind of wish we got more depth between each of them.
Okay.
Just maybe like 2 or 3 minutes more, because you're just like so sporadic with it that you don't.
You feel like it changed too much and too often, maybe.
Yes, I understand trying to be a better man, and you have those demons that he's fighting, but I feel like they focus on it maybe a little too much.
And you're on the dad as well, right? That's actually really good. I think it definitely that is a good point you brought up there. I definitely think if you maybe focus, I think two characters would have been like the perfect. So Nana could have been the beginning, and the father could have been like the second half of the movie, because that's when Nana was beginning, always believed in him, said you are born with that. Remember you either got it or you don't. And Nana was there day one, like you got this, pimp. You know what I mean? But the dad was absent for the beginning part of his life and then came towards the end. So that would have been like a perfect transition. Yeah. So if I were the director and go back in time, I definitely would take away stuff. I'm sure the wife did play some, part in Robbie Williams' life that he feels is important, but I think as part of the movie aspect, it definitely could have made it better, focusing more on those two versus spreading it out. So that's a really good point.
So he absolutely just takes drugs over and over.
It's insane, but I feel like that's a good representation of how his life was. It did start off as slow. Dr. Pepper sponsored. But I'm just going to make this as like a little railway, right? Starts off slow, and he starts getting famous, and then he eventually pops off. He starts getting addicted to drugs, drinking, and his relationship with his dad is going downhill, and everything's going bad in his life. And once he gets so hooked up on these drugs, he's just waking up in the middle stages, and like his life is going so fast, and just turns into this montage of him barely basically keeping up, but he's still performing his ass off, So that's how I feel like it kind of fits well with the movie. I will say this movie does feel like a UK parody that an American director made, because the reason I'm comparing this is just the way they like people from the UK talk, especially in the beginning. They start off as like, how old do you think they were? If you had to guess, six, maybe 6 to 8. But the main character with his friend were the youngest ones there playing soccer. If you had to reenact, you want to let's do some like reenacting of what happened, okay? Do you want to be Robbie?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay, I'll be the kid.
So he starts off.
Talk shit. Remember, you're saying that you can block any safe.
Oh, fucking him, man. Fuck you. Watch you, man. You think you fucking see? You ain't fucking...
Oh, fucking see about that, man. You better watch out, man. I'm gonna beat your... I don't know. Beat the brakes off you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, you fucking wanker.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's a pretty good representation.
And they're 6.
Yeah.
And me as a grown-ass man, I would never say those things or even come close to that. And I'm like, holy cow. We can move on. Let's go into our movie recommendation. Let's start with you first, because you're more grounded. Your rating's more on the lower end.
If you like the idea of a CGI monkey, yes. If you don't, then no.
Okay. Well, I think the movie experience, I wish I would have saw in theaters. The movie experience definitely would have improved it for me. So, do you want to go into our ratings?
Yes.
Okay, you go first. We'll start low and end on high, right?
I'm going to go with a 7.5.
7.5. So you think the movie's good, and perhaps close to great.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
With a
quite get there
minor
for you.
critique I have on it, then yes.
True. Okay. I loved the movie. I was...
Before I ask it,
Oh.
what's better?
Oh.
La La Land or Better Man?
Okay. Well, Better Man does everything but better. So we're going to go with Steak! Yeah, La La Land for sure. I have to rewatch it, but I'm more excited about watching Better Man in a year than La La Land as of right now. But I know La La Land historically is the better movie, and Better Man does do a lot for me, but I know at the end of the day, La La Land's probably going to have better writing, and it's going to probably have better chemistry with the two main actors and actors. So that's why, if you have to go see a musical, obviously go see La La Land. Like, what are you doing? But, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, my rating, 8.5.
Alright.
So it's high as hell.
So our average
It's
will
my
be at
favorite.
8
Yes.
in the movie tier list.
Sure.
Make sure to subscribe, like, turn the notification bells on.
What about this?
We'll see you again.